Hello, hello, and welcome back as we relish the thrill of victory and prepare for the agony of defeat in Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM The Long War. What victory, you ask? Well, I'm talking about our last mission where we succeeded not only in stealing victory on my least favorite map in the game, but also managed to snatch a heavy floater and his plasma rifle to boot. And despite my near constant bitching during the mission, I do have to say I still feel it went reasonably well overall. That said, though, I'm not hopeful about our overall chances in the entire campaign. I mean, we've still got an overseer cruising our planet with impunity, driving around like a good-looking rebel cop who plays by his own rules, and a chief that just can't keep him under control, but damn it, he gets results. And in addition to that guy flying about, we also still need to both capture and mind control an ethereal, which is tough because while we have technically captured one, we didn't get his body, but we also don't have a trooper who even has mind control, so that's two things left on the checklist as well. And that leaves us with a whole lot of Shit Creek still to travel. And the problem with our little Shit Creek journey is that our paddle has sort of gone full-on Jessica Alba, which is to say that it's starting to look pretty damn ragged. So it may really only be a matter of time before we find ourselves tumbling ass over tea kettle off the side of a ski jump while Howard Cosell makes a snide comment. And in the hopes of giving Howard something to laugh at, I suppose we can get to scanning. Although, you know, I always did kind of feel sorry for that fucking skier. I mean, if you think about it, he was just some dude, maybe not having his best day, maybe didn't get a good night's sleep, woke up, as you know, toast was burned or whatever, having a kind of an off morning, and then he happened to wind up on camera during what was probably not one of his finest moments. And just through that series of circumstances, a couple strokes of ill luck, that guy became the symbol of failure for an entire generation of people that grew up watching Wide World of Sports. I mean, that had to suck. And hey, speaking of suck, let's put old Sewell here in the air and see if maybe he can finally get a kill. Sewell's been on our roster for a very, very, very long time.
Bangs out.
And is still killless, so let's see if maybe he can rectify that.
Strike range.
Not looking good so far. He's getting a couple hits here. Come on, Sewell. You can do it. One more. Nope. Alright. Well, we got to give him credit. He didn't take the gold buckle, but he did hold on for the full 8-second ride, so we can at least give him credit for that. And arguably, since this is going to be almost a certain kill, what we probably should have done is send up old Carlos. We could probably go in and down this thing with a single shot, but it wouldn't be the worst idea in the world to have one of our other pilots maybe with an additional kill.
Approaching target.
There we go. Alright, that'll do. So we came in for the one-hit win. So that makes Pointer Sewell a lot like, you know, like a good seventh-inning man. He's not going to go in there and knock a ball. You know, he's not going to go in and strike out the side or anything, but he could pitch you 2 serviceable innings of low-score baseball that gives you enough to hang on to that 4-run lead. He's like just like a good, solid, left-handed workhorse coming out of the bullpen. Sure, he's not going to wind up in the Hall of Fame, but, you know, he's going to get a paycheck for a little while. Sectoid commander, a seeker, a drone, and an outsider. Alright, well, this is not a terrifying list of things to fight. And sectoid commander, actually, I think we still need to capture. I don't remember if we've interrogated one or not. We can try and set that up, and since we have a small UFO here, of course, we can go with a less than amazing crew, really. We will need an officer of some variety, so let's take a look and see who's on deck. So all of our officers are Master Sergeant rank or higher, it looks like. We could send Amanda Bynes. Actually, we're probably going to send Amanda Bynes. It's either her or Penelope Cruz, and ugh, I fucking hate Penelope. I mean, that's doubly effective. I'll never forgive her for what she did to Johnny Depp in Blow. I mean, I'm never letting that one go. But she's also just bad. She's a bad sniper. Then again, this would be the mission to take a bad sniper, because... Alright, let's see if Amanda Bynes is max rank. If Amanda Bynes is not max rank, we'll take her. I'm pretty sure she's not. Yeah, she's not. Alright, so Amanda Bynes is going to be our sniper then. Alright. Let's make some items available. I mean, Amanda Bynes might be fucking shithouse crazy, but she never sold Johnny Depp out for no particular reason other than that she was just being a vicious bitch. George Young really got a raw deal on that one. It's going to be a scope, a laser sight, and some high-capacity mags. I guess one could make the case that, you know, Penelope Cruz proving that she's a fine actress in the fact that that movie's like 15 years old and I still despise her for being in that role. Let's take a medic. Not Larry David, because he's never going anywhere. But we can get old Corporal Alan Alda here out to get a little bit of EXP on his first premiere mission. We're going to go with some Aegis armor for Alan. What do we want to pack him up? A Gauss rifle. Wow, Alan Alda, your aim is fucking terrible, man. Terrible. Seriously, you're shitty. Alright, well, let's give Alan Alda a scope and just pray that perhaps, thanks to its addition, he might be able to hit something. I make no guarantees, but, you know. Ooh, Alan Alda. Then again, you are Alan Alda, so, you know, I don't know why we expect you to be anything other than a reeking pile of shit. We could take old Hambone Winfrey, or maybe Big Guns. We need Scout and an Assault Trooper, but our lineup here isn't exactly looking amazing. Tara Reid, of course, one of our other scouts, is currently undergoing psychic evaluation. How fast is Oprah versus Anna Big Gun's gun? You know, Anna Big Gun's gun is real fast. Oprah, less quick, but a little better aim and a little higher will. You know what? Let's take old Hambone on this one. That's all right. We'll take Hambone. She's got some battle scanners for us. Of course, Oprah always knows the lay of the land. Dressed up in her Stormtrooper outfit, aware. Also there, you know. Little known fact, Oprah, huge Star Wars fan. Huge. Like, she goes to conventions and everything, but usually only in full Darth Vader kit, so nobody actually knows it's her. She'll be carrying our pink Can't Take Me Home commemorative alloy cannon into battle, of course. And in addition to those items, she's kind of slow. Let's go with a chemical grenade. What else should we give old Oprah here? She's going to be taking an arc thrower for sure. Yeah, let's give her a flashbang and an arc thrower. This is going to slow her down significantly, but we're willing to take a few chances against the opposition we've got on this map. We should at no point really be overwhelmed. It's drones, seekers, and sectoids. I mean, come on. The toughest thing on this map should be the sectoid commander and the two outsiders. So that's got Oprah sorted. We're going to need an assault trooper to keep Oprah company, of course. We got Mr. Tibbs, we got Miley, yeah, Cyrus. We'd like to keep Miley for something perhaps a little more important. So that means it's either going to be Dr. Worm, John Flansburgh, or Charlie Winnie Sheen. And I got to say, in that situation, I think John Flansburgh should get the nod. Also, Flansburgh pretty close to picking up a level, so it wouldn't hurt to get John over the top there. We are going to give Mr. Flansburgh our nice deadly reflex cannon. A little bit of breaching ammo, some Walker servos, and we will give him, of course, an arc thrower as well. And that's got old Johnny Flansburgh sorted. Not a real doctor, of course, but he is a real worm, an actual worm. He lives like a worm. Getting pretty good on the drums, too, but I digress. A gunner. What can we do about a gunner? Probably going to be Taylor Lautner. Nicki Minaj is a little bit tired. Man, we're kind of low on gunners. Are a bunch of our gunners injured? And the answer is yes. Well, specifically, Catherine Zeta-Jones is wounded, but we kind of short on the non-max rank gunners here. That's okay. We'll just we'll give old Moose the call. He's probably good enough to get her done for us. So for Moose, I think we'll go with Moose is probably slow enough. Let's give him a little bit of Aegis armor. We're gonna go with a Gauss machine gun for Moose. Of course, he's gonna take a scope and alloy bipod. Scope, alloy bipod, and let's go with armor piercing ammo rather than. No, you know what? Actually, laser sight's probably better. Taylor Lautner's aim isn't exactly amazing, so let's give him the laser sight instead. That's got old Lautner sorted. So that's a sniper, a medic, a scout, an assault, a gunner. Let's get ourselves an infantry and an engineer, and we're just about set. Who's on infantry duty here? I think the groove injector probably will be sufficient for getting the job done, so let's give old Tay Diggs a little bit of Titan armor. He's going to be carrying, of course, our plasma rifle into combat, straight up rifle. It'll be a scope and a laser sight, little high capacity mags, and that's got Tay Diggs sorted. Then we just need an engineer. Who's pulling engineering duty? Looks like it might be Kristen Thousand Yard Stewart, or possibly, you know what, let's go with Sung Kang. We haven't had Sung Kang on a mission in a goodly while. And he's been a solid little trooper for us, so we're going to give him some Titan armor. We'll give him his plasma carbine, of course, to help with his foot speed. Some alien grenades for a little bit of bang, and a chemical grenade in case we need to try and keep an alien in place, or maybe make it a little bit easier to damage some robotic units, although Sun Kang does have heat warheads, and is notedly unfond of Seekers. He did go full-on Berserker Bushido-style Fury Charge once against a highway full of a highway full of Seekers, and brought them down almost single-handedly. It was a pretty amazing performance. And we could go with Ashley, Tycoon Olsen, or Paul Bono. You know, Bono or Ashley Olsen, neither one particularly gifted. Bono a little higher, well, a little more health. Let's give this. You know what? Here's what we decided. Which one's closer to level? Bono, not terribly close. How about Ashley Olsen? If we can get either one of these guys a level, that'll be the person that we send. But Tycoon, how close are you? Oh, you're almost guaranteed to level as long as you don't die. So Tycoon Olsen looking to move up in the corporate structure. Will be headed towards chairman of the board status. We're going to give her a proximity mine, grenade launcher, flamethrower, of course, and delirium turbos to kick up that foot speed to devastating levels. And let's go get stuck in. So off we go to the Outback. Nice to see Steinhoff there after getting his kill, managed to refuel his plane.
Strike one. Prepare for
Probably right now in the hangar making fun of Pointer Sewell, showing him that clip from Wide World of Sports of that ski jumper flying off the side of the jump and into the crowd.
Australia has sent a number of requests for assistance.
Yep, they sure
that's
did.
Our next drop site.
Also, apparently, we only fight down small UFOs on these two maps. There are literally two places we can encounter them now. Last mission was the other one. I think we fought these maps like 4 times in a row. The last maybe 4 or 5 missions we've had against small UFOs have all been on this map. We haven't been to the farm in a while, which is one of the other ones I know has a crashed UFO. And we haven't seen that ruined city map with this crashed small UFO on it in a coon's age. It's been a long, long time since we've fought on that map. And I think we maybe have only done that map twice in total. Anyway, let's get to work here. Oprah, of course, has some battle scanners for us. Man, Oprah, you are not quick at all, are you? I mean, you're not even screwing around. That,
I'm on the move.
superabundance of ham that you have devoured in your lifetime is really catching up with you, isn't it? Yeah, let's throw a battle scanner over into that fire. Oprah, gonna do a little consumer report style stress testing on our equipment just to see how well it works. And I gotta say that was a terrible choice since we now can't see anything that was over on the one side. That's okay, we've got plenty of other battle scanners. Alan Alda is here.
rolling.
And he can scout the terrain for us. You know, probably this vicinity would be our best bet. So let's pitch one right out there. You see a meld canister over there already. So Dr. Hawkeye proving himself well nicknamed. He is, in fact, a deadly Hawkeye. Much like Natty Bumpo. Let's see if he could shoot, too. I'm guessing probably not. But let's put the man up behind this rock, and we're going to have her go ahead and pop this pod. This will be fine. We'll have a man-to-man bind start things off. With whatever her best shot is, looks like a 92%er on a drone. Yeah, we'll take it. We can kill a drone, that's fine. And Amanda Bynes, coring it. 1 shot, 1 kill. Amanda Bynes, living up to the sniper motto. So here come the Seekers, and they're not going to be able to cloak at all because, of course, they're in one of our patented decloaking fields. Not sure if that's actually what that's called, but that's what I'm calling it. You call it whatever the hell you want. So, I mean, it's really just like the battle scanner thing, but we're looking for kills here. There's a can't-miss shot. Tay Diggs is going to take that. Tay Diggs is going to deliver himself a nice little Seeker kill, so that's got him sorted. I guess we'll bring Sun Kang up. If Sun Kang can get a grenade to actually hit these guys, we'll probably throw it. Yeah, they're too high up. Not a surprise, actually. So we'll have him take a 51% shot here at this. Alright, so Sun Kang bringing one down, too. Fantastically done. And so far so good. Things are going okay. 3 shots, 3 kills. Can't complain about those kind of numbers. It's going to be Overwatch for Dr. Flansenberg there for old Dr. Worm. He's getting better on the drums, but, oh man, that was not what I wanted to do at all. I thought that was our mech unit. In fact, it was our gunner. So Taylor Lautner foolishly dashing out into the wide open for no particular reason. Can Ashley also see from here? She can. She has 2 41% shots, which is not fantastic. And would both have to hit to get a kill. It might be better to just move Ashley. In fact, I think we'll do that. We're just going to move Ashley, get her up close. Have her take a shot, draw the fire. Of course, Ashley Olsen, a notoriously difficult target to hit given her narrow profile. And I didn't actually want to shoot at that guy, but I hit the wrong button. Lovely for me, I'm prone to do that.
Shot failed to connect.
That is, I gotta say, unexpected. A point-blank Overwatch was not at all what I was anticipating coming from the aliens, but I'm not gonna complain. Tay Diggs Gonna do some work for us here. 4 damage, Tay Diggs. That's not great output, son. That shot well wide of its mark. Alright then, let's see if the Groove Injector has any better luck. We're going to have the Groove Injector just go ahead and rapid fire here. One of these shots should hit, and if either one hits, it should net a kill. There we go. So the Moose firing the second shot just for funsies, apparently. Taylor Lautner, notoriously poor trigger discipline, actually. We're going to take 2 shots with Ashley Tycoon Olsen. That's a miss. Fantastic, because we could have had you reload with your second action had that actually hit anything, Ashley.
Target still in play.
But that's okay. That should secure Ashley Olsen a promotion at the end of the mission, without a doubt.
Target pacified.
And we could then have Dr. Worm head forward. Seems like a fairly safe move. My guess is probably our sectoid friend is going to be in the ship with the outsiders. So no real qualms about advancing here. We also have a battle scanner down, so we know that general vicinity is also clear of enemies.
Let's do this.
We're going to move forward. Everybody bringing up. Of course, Alan Aldo going to stop to tell some terrible, terrible jokes while he looks forward to operating on some of our troopers. As a Quip Master goes, I gotta say, you know, now, I can't help but notice that the Hyperwave Relay thing did not mention a Mechtoid on this map anywhere. I mean, I'm not really surprised because there's sectoids, but Mechtoid was not on the list of you might inside this package find. Mechtoid was not on that list.
Position confirmed.
But clearly there is one because we can hear it stomping around. Also, somebody can see the enemy, so who can see what and where? I mean, clearly it's Dr. Worm can see something, but it's got to be one of the outsiders. Yeah, okay, there we go. So we've got both the outsiders sort of still in crystal form. We can then advance and set up a nice little gun line for those guys. So we're going to bring Ashley Olsen to there. We're going to have her reload once she arrives. As long as no one goes forward of where Dr. Worm is,
I'm ready.
we should have no fear of spawning a pod. So let's get Moose up as close as we can in any kind of firing position where he may be able to lend support. Looks like Moose is going to have to drop a log there. And I don't mean actually drop cover behind that log. I mean he's actually going to stop and take a shit.
Roger that.
Taylor Lautner, well, we keep telling him, you know, you got to go before the mission. You got to go before we get on the Sky Ranger, but I just won't listen. So Amanda Bynes has a flank shot from where she's at. We're going to just leave Amanda right there. So that's a fine position for Amanda Bynes.
Yes,
Alan Alda can dash forward, maybe lend a little fire support as well. And good God, Tay Diggs is fucking slow.
On the move.
Yeah, you heard me, Tay Diggs. You're slow. Slow, slow. Like, I'm talking short bus style slow, buddy. And that's, I'm not to denigrate anybody who has a mental handicap, but I honestly think in this particular situation we might be better served with a wheelchair kid. I got more confidence that they would do a better job than what Tay Diggs is providing right now. Maybe our solution is to go get Drake's wheelchair from Degrassi, give it to Tay Diggs. I gotta wonder if Lautner can... I mean, he's got a squad sight shot, sure, but can he actually hit? No, he cannot. So let's have Amanda Bynes then pop this pod. Assuming she doesn't miss, which I gotta say, Amanda Bynes doesn't have a great track record when it comes to shooting at unactivated enemies. She frequently misses. And the aliens foolishly dashing into the fray, coming right at us, which is precisely what we were hoping they would do. That's gonna give Moose 2 not fantastic chances here. Mostly we're just looking for hollow targeting out of this. And fortunately for Taylor Lautner, hollow targeting can't miss. I mean, literally it can't miss. So that's good. God damn, Tay Diggs. Why don't you just reload, Tay Diggs? I mean, we can't even afford to have you move. You're that slow. You're getting outpaced by Alan Aldo, who's like a 70-year-old medic. Come on, man. Come on. We may revisit that in a moment if we need, like, a desperation shot. Speaking of desperation shots, of course, desperation shot is kind of every shot for John Flansburgh. I'm thinking maybe we just go ahead and take the cheap kill here. Ashley Olsen can just pick up the grenade kill. Actually, this may not get a grenade kill. Nope, 2 damage. We did manage to eliminate his cover, which is going to give both Oprah and Alan Alda a little bit better chances to hit. I think we'll take Oprah a little further forward. We're going to bring Oprah over here. That's precisely what I was fearful might happen. As soon as I moved it, I realized it was a bad idea, but it was too late. I had already clicked the button, so we're gonna have Oprah delay. Sun Kang might be able to kill that guy. Sun Kang can, in fact, kill that guy, but he could also do a number on those gentlemen in the other side. You know what? Let's have Alan Alda take this shot now that the enemy has no cover at all. 2/3 chance for Alan Alda to score his first kill, and he does.
Kill confirmed.
Alright then, so Sun Kang could potentially bring something to the table over in this other general direction. We do need to readjust with Dr. Worm. He's not in a fantastic position. Problem is there's not really anywhere Dr. Worm can get that's going to provide a better position, per se. Also, our scout has already moved. I think our best bet here is going to be to put Sun Kang on Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
Put Dr. Worm also on Overwatch. I think we'll have Oprah hunker down, actually. And just see how... We're going to give the sectoids a chance to react. I'm curious to see what they do. Looks like we're going to get some Overwatch here from Sun Kang. That's fine. Nice 5 damage from Kang and his little trusty plasma carbine. Seems like that weapon might need a name. And that got a double move out of the Mechtoid, which is excellent. I don't mind him taking the double move at all. The only problem is going to be there's probably a sectoid or 2 behind him that are going to throw the Mind Link shield at him, which could pose a problem. Fortunately, Amanda Bynes is in position, and if anybody Mind Links with the Mechtoid, we should be able to have her snipe him out. So there you go. There is a Mind Link and a shield. And as soon as Oprah stops hunkering down, we should get vision on that guy. Let's see what our outsider does. He's just going to go in Overwatch. Not really much of a problem. Alright, so Oprah can see... Oh, the link is from the sectoid commander. That's a problem. We aren't going to be able to kill that guy in a single move. Taylor Lautner is not going to be able to provide any kind of support. Yeah, Oprah is not in a great spot here. This is troublesome. So I'm thinking we may have to go for our patented proximity mine shenanigans, which means we're going to need Oprah to readjust.
I'm on the move.
This should draw Overwatch, possibly. Yeah, I was hoping for that. Would pull this outsider's Overwatch. That's good. Oprah, of course, a surprisingly difficult target to hit, given, well, given her build. I mean, one would think that Oprah would be reasonably easy to hit. And she's got unlike Ashley Olsen, who has a very narrow profile, Oprah's considerably larger. But you'd be surprised. Oprah, she's wily, man. She hasn't negotiated the twists and turns of a Hollywood career for as long as she has without knowing a trick or two. Here's what we're going to do, then. We're going to go with our patented trick. We're going to drop a little bit of proximity mine there.
Position. Watch your step.
Get that sorted, and then we're going to have old Sun Kang reposition first, and then we're going to have him drop a grenade onto that. So we will have him take just a small move. He doesn't need to be able to see his target, of course. Sun Kang unerring with his grenade tosses. And here we go. So this shield is going down for certain. Yeah, so excellent output there. We busted through his shield and also got an additional 14 damage out of it. Amanda Bynes can't miss the Mechtoid. Poor shot at the sectoid. Somewhat less poor shot at the commander. Hawkeye. Hawkeye actually has a pretty good chance to hit here. I think we're gonna have old Dr. Hawkeye take the shot. So 5 damage from Alan Alda. That's respectable. And we wouldn't mind having a target with a little bit harder armor come in here. This seems somewhat like a somewhat vulnerable position, actually. We could... Is there any cover in here anywhere? Oh, no, I'm sure Sun Kang's grenade has destroyed it all. Alright. That's pretty reasonable supposition. So Tay Diggs is going to have to limp forward at a dash because apparently he broke his foot jumping out of the Sky Ranger. Amanda Bynes cannot get a kill. Alright, so we're going to have to try and combine for a kill here. As much as I don't necessarily like this tactic, we're going to have to leave Dr. Worm somewhat exposed. So Dr. Worm's going to take this shot. Oh, well, excellent, Dr. Worm. They call him Dr. Worm, folks. Yeah, that's why. I mean, it's not why. They don't call him Dr. Worm because he's a fantastic shot.
Roger that.
Actually, no one really knows how he got that nickname. I'm certain it probably has something to do with his penis. Well, I was going to say we could get a critical here. Amanda Bynes might be able to net a kill, but that shot's not going to crit, so we're just going to shoot at the commander. 9 damage. That's quite nice. Good work from Amanda Bynes there. And that should make him think twice about moving forward. So sectoid scampering for cover. Probably going to take a shot at Dr. Worm. Yeah, he's got... Wow, so flanked and they mind frayed him instead of firing. That's pretty unexpected. I can't imagine this guy's going to make the same mistake. Well, this sectoid apparently is going to go for the three-way mind link. Alright then. What's this guy going to do? Take cover where he can't see any of the enemies at all? And he's going to take a shot at Oprah. He's going to mind fray Oprah. He's going to panic Oprah.
No! I want to go home!
Alright, so the Queen of TV has, you know, had a little bit of existential dread fill her over the
Get me the hell out of here.
state of her career, one might say. It's not necessarily going as well as Oprah would like. Then again, I think Oprah's like in her 60s. It seems like being retired would be... I mean, I think Oprah at this point, one could say she's sort of earned it. Good God, Taylor Lautner, that is a terrible hit chance. Let's see if maybe Sung Kang can help you out a little bit with a grenade. He cannot. Well, he could, but the problem is if he does, it's going to do serious harm to our cover. Then again, he doesn't have to get that much closer, so we're going to have Sung Kang advance just very slightly. A little higher elevation, can he get that out there enough? Yes, that will not destroy Dr. Worm's cover, and should still do enough damage to help out our troubled trooper. Didn't do anything about the cover problem, though. Unfortunate. Amanda Bynes, she could put this sectoid in the capture zone. Now, one of our capturing troops is panicked, which is unfortunate. I still think this is Amanda Bynes' best play. And Amanda, a little bit wide. That's okay, Amanda. We trust you. We trust you to rectify your mistake. Taylor Lautner still with a terrible shot. What's his other hit percent? You know what? Honestly, I think this is probably Taylor Lautner's better chance. 241% chances. Vastly better. It's also going to put holo targeting on that unit, which didn't help at all. But Tay Diggs then can advance to full cover. Is Tay going to have a shot at anything? Well, he's got a 65% chance here thanks to Taylor Lautner. He delivers a connect, but no kill. Hawkeye. Man, that's a terrible shot, son. Dr. Worm has been freed from his suppressive fire. I think Dr. Worm's going to make a little dipsy doodle here. If we can guarantee a kill, we'll take 2 shots. Doesn't look like that's going to be necessary, however, because Alloy Cannon does not dick around. It is a devastatingly powerful weapon. We're going to put him on Overwatch, actually. If that sectoid decides he wants to move,
Heading to that location.
old Dr. Worm can take a little bit of a Hail Mary shot at it.
Scanning.
That does still leave us Ashley Olsen with 2, frankly, terrible chances to hit. I'm curious how much health that sectoid commander still has at his disposal.
Heading to that location.
If we can hit him without killing him, I would prefer to do that. No, that's going to be a kill in the unlikely event that it hits. I think we'll just have Ashley... That guy has 9 health. Now, a flamethrower won't necessarily kill him. I mean, it's definitely going to kill that guy, which is fine. I think we'll... Do we go for the slam dunk? You know, a grenade would also get the job done here, actually. So let's go with the grenade and maybe destroy some cover as well. Ashley's just going to take the certain kill. And I know that destroyed a sectoid corpse and a potential weapon, but we really don't care about weapon fragments or sectoid corpses. We're not exactly in the market for those. This is going to be a mind control. So that was... I'm not sure who that was. Was that Oprah? Looks like that was Oprah. So Oprah has been mind controlled and is now under the control of the enemy, which I gotta say is really going to reduce our opportunities to perhaps get a capture. So since we can't afford to dick around,
Alien object located.
I'm not at all concerned about Mr. Sectoid's mind control there.
Incoming weapons
Or rather his
fired.
Overwatch fire. That's going to prove to be about as effective as casting Kirsten Dunst in the Spider-Man movies. Which is to say, she was... Oh, that's actually perfect. You know, I'm thinking we may let Oprah... Actually, we may not need to. Dr. Worm is going to be in position this turn. Fantastic. So the panic actually worked out to our considerable advantage there. We're going to go ahead and stun this guy. A little bit of doink from Dr. Worm.
Hope this works.
Excellent.
Target incapacitated.
So we have a sectoid commander in our captivity now. Moose with no targets. That should have freed Oprah from her mental convulsions. Yeah, okay, so Oprah has been saved from herself. We're going to have Tay Groovy Diggs go cook up a little groove over here by standing in this fire. Bring Alan Alda over just to cover Oprah. A little bit of Overwatch.
Come get some.
Alan Alda, of course, a subscriber to the Preventative School of Medicine. He would much rather prevent Oprah from taking damage with a high-velocity bullet than he would patch her up afterwards, but looks like that's going to be entirely unnecessary since Amanda Bynes is drilling people in the brain.
Another day, another successful.
Of course, the one
operation.
problem Amanda Bynes can't solve is in her own brain, and no number of bullets will rectify her level of crazy. Well, arguably, I mean, one bullet would rectify it, but I'm not proposing that that's the solution Amanda Bynes should go with. In fact, quite the opposite. There are many fine mental health opportunities available if you have some troubles, Amanda. Please, don't consider suicide. Anyone don't consider suicide. Never a good option. There are always better ways to go. This has been your public service
the
announcement
aliens
from
would put
Perfidious
up more
Pete,
of
please
a
XCOM,
fight.
Long War.
They didn't look so tough.
And while
this
I may
time.
sound unserious, seriously, I'm completely 100% sincere in that. I know I sound sarcastic most of the time, but if you do have mental health problems, please seek help. So Dr. Worm got a level. Fantastic. Alright. We may reward him with a vacation in Constantinople or Istanbul, as the case may be, whichever you prefer. John Flansburgh. Will to survive is just garbage. Absolute trash. I'm not a fan of Killer Instinct either. I understand I mean, I sort of understand the attractiveness of it, but your critical percent with a shotgun most of the time is going to be so high that the extra 50%, sure, it's a guaranteed critical, but it's not always that useful, and it's only when you run and gun. I mean, if it was all the time, or even if it was like Executioner or something, I would probably take it over Ranger, because I'm not really a huge fan of Ranger either. The only thing you get here, and for this rank for the Assault Trooper, I would more than willing to settle just whichever one had the best stat bonuses I would take, because I'm not a huge fan of any of these abilities. The thing is the only stat bonus is from Will to Survive, which is completely useless, and it's +1 Will, which is it's a drop of piss in a bucket full of piss. It's a single tier in the ocean. It doesn't matter at all. So we're just going to take Ranger, make Dr. Worm a little bit more killy. Ashley Tycoon Olsen, our other promotion, and I am quite excited about that, actually. Ashley has been a solid trooper for us. I really like repair servos a lot. I really do. But I also really, really like collateral damage. It is all fantastic ability. Very useful, very handy. No bonuses for that. Reactive targeting sensors, I've rather learned my lesson on that one. Abilities that you have to get shot to use, not so good. Also, that one effectively is just a fast way to waste ammo. I'm going to go with repair servos. It's between collateral damage and repair servos, and I think repair servos may have a stat bonus, whereas collateral damage does not. Then again, repair servos may not either. No, neither one does. Still going with repair servos. It adds so much durability to your mechs. It really does. It helps a considerable amount. It has, on more than one mission, been the difference between one of our mech troopers getting killed and one of our mech troopers coming back with only a minor wound. So that's got our promotion sorted then.
Commander.
Some new research available so we can finally give Dr. Valen something to do. We picked up an alien pistol, and we might be able to use that alien pistol actually to build a sidearm for someone, should we desire a sidearm for some unknown reason. Even managed to salvage a power source, but more importantly, how much Illyrium did we get? 21! That's a good little haul from a downed UFO. 8 meld as well. So that mission turned out pretty profitable there. We got a pretty good little amount of salvage. But since I am prone to forget things between mission to mission, we are going to go ahead and interrogate this sectoid commander, just so Dr. V can satiate her insatiable lust for alien snuff. This may possibly be her magnum opus, if you will. I mean, this is going to be her apocalypse now. At least, well, it'd be the apocalypse now of alien snuff porn. But this could be her moment. So Dr. Valen, of course, for the next 2 days will be walking around on a cloud, giddy as can be, as she slowly interrogates a sectoid commander. She calls it terminal investigations, but we all know what she's doing. She's torturing him to death. That's what she's doing. But at least this mission ends on a high note for Dr. V, and as such, we'll go ahead and wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, of course, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more daily XCOM, consider subscribing as well. We'll see you again soon.